Okay, back at it again. End of yesterday, as my description says. We had a little bit of a crash situation happen, so we kind of speed ran through everything we had done. Managed to do it all again legitimately and without any accidents or deaths. We decided to recapture the same Pokemon that I originally caught in the routes, under the expectation that I might be able to find a way to save, edit, and get them back to their original statistics. Unfortunately, despite a bunch of research and attempts at making it work, I could not save edit. So I did a little bit of looking around just to make sure that the Pokemon weren't insanely better than I had originally gotten them. I don't think they are. And we're just going to proceed with the new captures. I didn't get a clear consensus as to whether this was cheating, as it were. Um, So I think I'm just gonna go like this and hope on the off chance this is a winning run. Hint, hint, it won't be. But on the off chance this is a winning run, this won't invalidate things for me. So main differences: Timber. Before he was Guts, now he is Sheer Force. I personally think that that is a worse ability. It does make him hit a little bit harder, but it removes any of the secondary effects from his moves, which kind of sucks. He has a neutral nature, which is better than what he had before. Before he had a minus attack nature, so that does help. Um, but he has much less HP. He had 30 HP IVs before, now he has 9. As a trade-off, his defense is much higher. He had 5 before, now he has 23. Special defense is also higher. He has 26 as opposed to 12, and his speed is higher, 30 as opposed to 15. Special attack is slightly lower, 6 to 11. Attack is roughly the same, 26 compared to 27. So there's a little bit of tankiness that we're getting, but we're losing HP for it. We're faster, but he's not really that fast to begin with. We're going to hit slightly harder, but also not because of the lack of guts. So I don't think there's a big deal there. If you all remember, this guy was absolutely tragic. He can't get a second ability, or a different ability rather than Rough Skin. So, but I did, as you can see, give him the proper name. He was he was Ban. Now he's Bantu, or Bantu, I should say. His nature's way better. He had a bold nature before, which was minus attack. He now has a neutral nature, so that's a marked improvement. Um, you'll see, however, he still has absolutely garbage IVs. Attack and defense were at 0. Now it's at 1 and 2, so technically better, but not by much. HP is 7 opposed to 12, so he's a little squishier in that regard. Special attack is lower. He had 31 before, now he has 12. Special defense is lower. He had 23, now he has 18. And speed, much lower. He has 29 as compared to the 6 now. So better in some respects, worse than others. I may actually need to invest more heart scales into him to get him to work, if we end up going that way. So there's that. We got this dude here. Sfeel, still have thick fat, so that's the same. He has a hasty nature now. He had a neutral nature before. Plus speed, minus defense. Kind of bad, I think. Maybe there's some niche use cases for a fast Walrein, but I don't really think so. We really got skunked on the HP. He had 25, she had 25 HP IVs before, now is 0. That really sucks. A higher attack, 24 compared to 11, but that's not great. Defense is 6 compared to 2. Special defense is 31 compared to the 10 from before, so that's nice. Special attack is 22 compared to 3. That's also nice. Speed is 7 compared to 5. Not that different. So it's a Walrein that'll hit harder, but at the same time, you don't really bring in a Walrein to hit harder. Especially with thick fat, its purpose is to kind of tank things. And then we have the Gligar here, who before had a minus attack nature, which was rough. That is not the case anymore, so improvement here. We're going to trade off some defensive stats for it, but plus defense, minus special defense, it is what it is. HP IVs are slightly higher, 22 compared to 17. The attack IV is actually exactly the same, so that's kind of nice. Defense is 25 compared to 2, so he's going to be much tankier in that regard. Special attack is 7 compared to 20. We really don't care about that stat being lower, so that doesn't really count for much. Special defense is 27 compared to 9, which is nice. Speed is 18 compared to 29, and for a sort of attacking carry, I think we want this guy to be fast, so that's a bit unfortunate. And he can't get a different nature. So, I mean, some things are better and some things are worse, sort of across the board for all 4 of these Pokemon. I think in the end it evens out. At least that's what I would say, and it's my run, so what I say goes. So yeah, we have our people. I'm getting messages from work because of course I am. Okay, now it's just my manager saying she'd review what I send her. That's a-okay. And yeah, so with us feeling more or less okay about recapturing the same Pokemon despite statistical differences, we are going to proceed with our next cooks. And we are going to see what we can get out of these Pokemon. So let me go ahead and switch the old screen over. It's the first time I ever really felt like doing an intro, but I feel like this, situation sort of warranted it a little bit. Let's get our script. Do I already have everyone here? Let's just reset anyways and make sure we have our correct info in. That's not what I wanted. Okay, all right, we got everybody. So let's look into this fight. We've got Smoochum. Smoochum is faster. Could potentially Lovely Kiss. Probably will Lovely Kiss. So Lovely Kiss makes... Yeah, this is a sleep move. Gonna check the AI real quick, because if I just pop a Chesto Berry on Growlithe, we one-hit kill that dude. And that would make a nice, easy start. See what the sleep looks like. Non-damaging sleep moves start at +6. 25% of the time, AI considers the following conditions. If a player mon can be put to sleep, it's a +1. So that makes it a +7. So it's either a +6 or a +7 for it to use sleep move. And then its highest damaging move is just going to be +6. 20% of the time it's +8. So it's like kind of a toss-up. It's kind of a toss-up whether it's just going to use Psybeam or whether it's going to use Lovely Kiss. I still think it makes the most sense to go that route. So we're going to throw a Chesto onto Fury. Bing, bang, boom. Simple as that. So no matter what, he always, except for a niche, situation of getting confused and hitting himself in confusion, he's always going to kill that dude. Now so we need our backup for, I'm actually making this way harder than it needs to be. As it turns out, my Gligar, Somalia, fast kills. And it's never going to outspeed me with Aurora Beam, so I'm just going to Feint Attack with that dude. So yeah, that makes life easier. So, boom, Feint Attack, never misses, always outspeeds, easy peasy. So we got that, good. And then we have Who comes out next? Probably Elekid is faster and does outdamage me with Ice Punch, so he comes out next and uses Ice Punch. So I need someone to handle the Elekid. I don't have anybody with a ground type move. That's kind of insane. So someone. He's holding a magnet. I think the only move that makes sense. So what am I going to take? An Ice Punch and 2 Shockwaves? That's a lot of damage to take. And for what it's worth, Gligar never dies to Ice Punch. But maybe we think about... Hmm. What are the moves we can do here? Okay. So I think we just take the chip damage, right? We accept the fact that we're getting hit with an Ice Punch. And we feint attack. Or since it's just chip damage, do we quick attack on the off chance of a freeze? I think that makes the most sense, is we just get a quick attack off, take the Ice Punch, and then switch afterwards, because it'll most likely be another Ice Punch. So we switch into Growlithe. Growlithe takes the Ice Punch. Growlithe probably should be holding an Oran Berry so that we can heal, so... So then Growlithe will have an extra 10 HP to play with. We'll go double Fire Fang for the kill. Should be fine. Quick attack for 25% damage. We'll get him down 10. Fire Fang will do about 24. Could probably honestly kill with Bite at that point if we wanted to. We just don't have a quick move, which kind of sucks. And then we're baiting in Brick Break from... Baiting in Brick Break from... Magby. And honestly, we just put Prinplup in and he just tanks that no matter what. All right, now we just need some backup plans for Elekid. Honestly, Baneri is probably fine just because of quick attack. Rickadee's not smart. We'll bring you. And you don't even tank his shit that well. We'll bring you along just because you can potentially switch into a good move. Do something with that. You don't need a berry. You all have Orans. You have an Oran. I think that's fine. I know what we can do as well. Just for a little extra oomph. Can give the silk scarf to this dude. Just because it's kind of funny. Alright, got the soft stand for the 0 ground moves that we have on our team. Everyone's in the right order. Okay. Just hit the feint attack. Kill every time. Simple dimple. Oh, I don't have any music going. I have been musicless this whole time. I'm so sorry. What the hell is wrong with me? Bear with me a moment. Let's get my Apple Music pulled back up. Not sponsored, by the way. You know what I'm feeling, though? We're going to go for some jazz, I think. Also, I'm not using my right sound settings. My goodness. There we go. That jazz is pretty sleepy, actually. I didn't want something like that. I mean, I guess lo-fi is not exactly... It's not exactly all that either, but we are going to still switch to lo-fi because I don't want that kind of jazz. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, like this isn't sleepy. Oh, I never said I was an individual who made sense, so... Alright. Double check the calc on Gligar. Crit Ice Punch. Literally never kills. We just hit a little quick attack first for funsies. Yep. Fuck off. The next ice attack comes through. Oh, we actually intimidate him. And think about that in the calc. Oh, we can never get frozen as Growlithe. That's right. Doy. So, okay. Yep. Shockwaves. It's fine. 28 HP. 60% shockwave crit. Never kills. No crit. Beautiful. Excellent. Easy peasy on that one. Alright, at 22 health. I'm at 47%. But a Brick Break crit would 100% kill me. Or, not 100% kill me, but 80% of the time a crit kills me. I don't want to play those odds, so... He hits Brick Break on me. Mr. Primplup. He hits Brick Break into Brick Break, double Brick Break. I truly don't care. And we just kill with Bubble Beam. Oh, he fucking confuses me. Didn't think about that one. Doesn't matter. And that's another small screen match that you all had to watch. Sorry about that. You all. You all 0, by the way. At least now we don't have to switch for the next fight, Calc. Alright, what do we got starting here? We got a Fletchinder. There is a single roll that doesn't kill this bird. Surely, right? Like, surely I don't just miss that range, right? Like, surely not. Is there anyone else who guarantees this kill better? There is not. You have one roll that doesn't hit it. You have a few rolls that don't hit it. You have... No. Aerial's crit doesn't kill. Okay. Is it worth going into just a random intimidate first, just to fuck this guy up? Might as well, right? We can lead this, get him to -1. We're not faster. So he probably just sets up like Flamethrower. He's faster than all my Pokemon anyways. What do I care? Now, you know what? But I'm taking like an extra couple hits just for this. So I think it's fine. I think we just pop an Oranberry onto Timber. There's already one there. And let him lead the fight. Right? He chucks a rock throw. Probably kills after taking a bunch of damage. And then there's this dog that comes in and intimidates me. He's going to headbutt. My response is going to be to send in my own Intimidate Pokemon. Get him to -1. Right? Yeah. It's pretty good. He is faster, which does suck. Get an Intim. We hit like one Fire Fang maybe, and it's probably fine. And then he's gonna headbutt again. And we just... Yeah, we just use U3. Honestly, it's probably fine. Right now, if he survives, we need a couple people with quick attack to handle the rest. You all have priority moves, and you all have Oranberries. You have a Silk Scarf. Again, whatever. Doesn't matter. So yeah, let's just pop a damn Orange for everybody. Yep. There we go. The fiction didn't happen. We love to see it. Oh, let me. Hey, I remembered that time. Guys, it's not too late, I promise. Guys, all the nobody, it's not too late. Okay, so we got 28 HP. Bada bing, bada boom. I still have my... And I'm -1, so I'm never staying in anyways. I'm -1. Okay, you go in. You in, Tim. Get that Doge to -1. Am I going to get flinched? I am not. Love that for me. It's fine. Okay. Let me just pop you in. Hey, Bubble Beam. Get on out of here. Call it a day. There could have been a case for... He had a bunch of flinch moves. There could have been a case for, like, just switching and dealing with speed control. But no, I don't have Stun Spore anymore, so I can't even do that. Okay, next fight. Should be a quick one. Don't have an electric type, though. I swear, I'm never going to have an electric type going into these fights. It is so unfortunate. You actually almost one-shot with Air Cutter. That's crazy. Does it make sense to Sleep Powder, Air Cutter, Air Cutter? Surely not, right? Like, you have an Oran Berry. So what we can do, honestly, is just boom, pluck, take your healing away. 56 plus 45. Yeah, so you outspeed me, you shockwave, I pluck, I heal 10 HP. So almost all the damage you're doing anyways. You're gonna shockwave again, I'm gonna take 10% and then 30%, and I'm just gonna heal most of that anyways. Yeah, does that make sense? You have pluck. You take more damage from that shockwave too. Interesting. This is something to consider. 60% damage, huh? What is this? I mean, I'm taking a fake out. $37 minus 22 is 15. He eats Oran, gets to 25. Yeah, it's not a guaranteed 2-hit KO. No. As interesting of a thought as that was. Shockwave does too much. Honestly, I think the pluck... Yeah, I think just letting Primplup tank. And then going into him plucking. And then me going into Lombre is just the winning strategy here. And then we'll just take someone else who can help. You can just generically help. I don't know, you're fast and you can kind of hit hard. And you pretty much wall the other two to a certain degree. Yeah, you kind of do. But everyone has to have an Oran Berry because this idiot has... The damn weasel has Sonic Boom. That's fine. Let's give our homie a silk scarf. Okay. Hit the pluck. Oh, he didn't use fake out. That's surprising, I guess because he outspeeds. Just wanted to use the highest damage move. Not going to be upset about it. Simple as. Okay. Hit the Mega Drain. I could have faked out. I guess not that it really matters. I have Swift Swim, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, cool. Yeah, you just boosted me. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Weasel will take a 2-hit on this one. Oh, you have Swift Swim as well. That's crazy. You're going to Sonic Boom me again. I'm going to eat my Oran Berry. Cool. And then I'm going to suck you dry. Simple dimple. I'm actually still slower than this damn frog. That's crazy. I get 39 HP. The sludge doesn't ever kill me. All right, 83%. Nah. Nah, never kills me. Oh no. Goodbye. Alright. Solo Bolo. Well, not really a solo Bolo. Primplop helped. Now it's the box of worms fight. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to take a wild guess here. Yep. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Wow. What a shocker. Would you believe that Barthélemy just hard solos this? Well, that was a quick one. Crazy how the box of worms is not that challenging. Who would have thought? All right. All right, let's see what we got going here. This fight actually requires a little bit of brain power. The smallest iota of brain power. He's going to fake me out. Okay. He's faster than me, so... Oh, there won't be rain anymore either. All right, let's not forget that. He's pretty likely to just double hit me. Okay, okay. Low kick deals about 60% damage on my one fighting type Pokemon. Oh, I'm faster, so I can actually guarantee the fake out. And then I can sleep powder. Get a guaranteed hit in. Bubble beam 2 shots. Jesus. My poor frail Carvana. I can't put him into like any fight here. Just kind of outsped and getting my shit rocked. So I think what we do here is we lead Vivillon, just get the fake out of the way, and then we do have at least a ground type to bring with us, which will be good for pivoting into potential electric moves. So we take the fake out, we put the monkey to sleep, we hit it with one air cutter, hope for a crit and a kill. If we get a crit and a kill, fake out damage. Spark deals the most. Yeah, so he probably just brings in, because both of them are slower, but he out damages, so it's definitely Luxio. Luxio comes in to use Spark. Gligar eats the Spark. Even you don't eat the Spark that well. And then what? We can just bait, bite. Oh, he probably howls because Gligar doesn't kill quickly. And I am still faster. So do I not just sleep powder here on that guy and then go for a free switch into someone else who can kill? Yeah, we get the sleep. Yeah, actually. This makes way more sense. Alright, so you should deal with Apom. Like always. Like even if you take a second hit, it's really not the end of the world. Because I don't think you'll die. We'll double check amounts just to make sure. We'll keep Gligar as a backup. We bring Growlithe with us as the third. Right? Because you'll intimidate that dude. Can help deal with him. There's this guy who's a poison type. I don't have anything that deals with a poison type well. You take too much damage. Take too much damage. You take too much damage. You take too much damage. You take too much damage. Kind of take too much damage. You guys don't take too much damage from the... Okay. This one should be fine. So we are going to take the fake out. Yep. Expected that. We are going to hit the sleep powder. Good. And hit the air cutter. Of course, it's a one-turn sleep. have compound eyes, so this should still be fine. Yep. The Luxio that we expected. He intimidates us. Good. Put him to sleep. Damn it. I didn't think about the Lumberry. He howls. That's fine. We put him to sleep again. So he's at +1 now. We get him to neutral with that. Okay. Yep. He howls again. Back to +1. Crit can kill me. I can't do this, so he's gonna spark probably at this point. Yep. Good. Crits me. Nice. Okay. We get the kill. It's fine. Things are okay. Little spooky, but things are okay. That guy really wanted to set up owls on me. My goodness. Okay. Now I pretty much wall anything that this dude does to me. So we will just keep using Feint Attack. Get poisoned. Perfect. Get Venoshocked. Not great. He's going to Black Sludge, so... Now that I'm poisoned, Venoshock actually deals a good amount of damage. So we don't want that. How about... Venoshock is a special move. So... Fine. Yep, compound eyes. Still don't care. Sleep. We miss. Perfect. We get crit. That's unfortunate. 50%. Come on, Bartholomew, brother. You are killing me here. Okay. We've been skunked a second time, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to get a -1 in place. I can't think of what else we would do. Okay. Take another Venoshock, critical hit, eat the Orin. This guy is being such a pain in the balls. 23 HP, 41%, a crit for sure. Kills. Yep. So we accept that he's at -1. Do that. Okay. 45 is safe. I should never be dead to anything. Shock is whatever. My next Bubble Beam will kill. I am literally never dead to anything. Good. Deuces, nerd. Had to go through a lot of Oran berries on that one. Bartholomew was really trying my patience there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, another match with you. Okay. Whew, 4 orange berries that we had to use. I didn't even think about taking Pechas, but sort of freeballed that line. I think it's okay. So next person starts with a Mienfu, who is just outsped and killed by Barthélemy. Simple start. Okay. So Barthélemy, faster than both of the two on the back side of things. For sure. Draws out Flaffy. So we kill Mienfu, we put Flaffy to sleep. Who tanks your shit the best? You kinda do. Lack of ground moves hurts, man. I just take too much damage from Shockwave. I can't even keep Barthélemy in against it, so yeah. Yeah, we just create a wall with Gligar. Yep. Is that a 4? It says a guaranteed 3-hit KO. That doesn't really make sense, but okay. I don't think that's right at all, but alright. So Gligar hits the thing a lot. It's not even a guaranteed 4-hit KO. So what, we hit 3 feint attacks, or realistically wait until we get confused, and then we put in you to intimidate, Fire Fang, and kill. Then it's Nidorina, right? Who's going to Water Pulse into you. Or realistically, we could Water Pulse back into you. Hit the Sleep Powder. Try and hit some Air Cutters. We have you, and you as backups. So yeah, it's the same team, same basic strat laid out slightly differently. You healed everyone, right? Yep. Okay, good. Barthélemy leads the fight. Simple Air Cutter kill. Good. Put you to sleep. Good. Swap you out here. Good, you're still asleep. Gligar's faster, so we get 1 guaranteed hit in. There's the Confuse Ray that we were expecting. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Should be Fire Punching now, so we'll just do this. Intimidate, get it to -1. That Fire Punch does very little. Probably goes for a Thunder Wave or a Shock Wave. Yeah, so this is much safer than doing it that way, yeah. I can now hit Feint Attack again. Simple. Now we get Staticked, cool. Forgot that Static could work. Damn it. Not ideal, actually. It's fine. You're gonna Confuse Ray me again? That's pretty cringe. Let's see if we can get an attack off. Why not? Let's for fun it, I guess. Wow, let's go. You're a hero. I am confused. So you should try to fire punch me. Probably, right? Surely you don't think I'm going to switch again. Right? Good. Now I outspeed, and Fire Fang, and kill. Good. Get out of my face. No static? Hey, no static. Should have brought a cherry berry. Didn't do that. Don't know why. Water Pulse crit does not kill. I don't really think we're switching you in. Does Water Pulse crit into Poison Point kill? Water Pulse crit does a maximum of 32 damage. I get to 17 thanks to Oran Berry. I don't die. Confused. Huge. Alright, that's fine. We'll take the chip damage. Burn would have been nice. Didn't have to happen. We're going to get Water Pulsed again. You eat those. And get confused. Nice. Good. Great. You're a prick, and I don't like you. We're going to take the shockwave that you throw at me. You're going to try and toxic me, actually, which is kind of cringe. You might still try to toxic. Okay, good. Sleep powder. Fantastic. Now we can just... You have a Lumberry. I forget every time, brother. It's fine. Sleep again. Cut her once. You actually... Did you kill me from that? Stupid play. Stupid play. I didn't look and see the Venoshock. Idiot. Idiot man. I am a stupid idiot man. That was such a valuable Pokemon. Oh my god. It's alright. It is what it is. Yeah, I should have just switched him out after I got the sleep. Man, one turn sleeps. They are so cool. I love that it seems to be the only thing I get. Boy, oh boy. Well, we made it to town, guys. I didn't check damages. I was feeling too confident. Man. Oh, it's such a tragedy. You were so good. You were actually so good for me. Bruh. Guess we'll go get the black glasses. That'll help make feint attack a little bit harder from, hit a little bit harder from old Gligar. What a fucking shame. What a big doofus I am. I had so many Pokemon I could have switched to just to be safe. Oh, it hurts, brother. It hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Pluck just rocks me. Rocks pretty much anybody I'm throwing against this dude. No, it just doesn't make sense to do it this way. No, I can't go against this fight now. No, can't do it. So. Check that I'm getting all my items. Excuse me. Oh, shoot. My robot is dirty and she's starting to clean anyways. And my trees need to be brought inside. Man, oh man. Go back home. Suppose I could get Sludge Bomb, but I don't know if that helps me for the fight ahead. There's an NPC inside Town Hall. NPC in Slateport Museum gives me swagger. Okay, so no items, no crucial items that I'm missing other than a Sludge Bomb TM, which I don't know if I care about that at the moment. So I guess I should just look at this back to back and see what I've got to work with. The lack of Vivillon certainly hurts. Vivillon actually speed tied this bird, so it wouldn't have been the greatest start into it. Would have absolutely made a lot of the fights in the gym easier. 4 times fighting resist. Air cutter, sleep powder, man. Man. Oh, that shit's gonna sit with me for a while. Powder snow, is that speed control? No. Just a 10% freeze chance. That doesn't do a lot for me. Could potentially 2-hit, but then it also potentially 2 hits. So there's no point. You come too close to dying. You could 2-hit and are not at risk of getting 2-hit. You just take so much damage up front is the only problem. Start with the Intimidate lead, the classic. I don't know, Intimidate lead, Covet does a good amount of damage. Not faster, unfortunately. Intimidate lead, it wing attacks. We eat those. We just don't do enough damage in return. %to 14%, it's not that much of a buff. Pretty sure you have to be on this team, otherwise things get real fucked. I think this calc is actually something that needs to be written down, and it probably needs to be something that warrants a switch to the big screen. Well, let's see if I remember to take it off the big screen after. So grunt 1. So, Growlithe lead. Covet. We lead Growlithe. The stupid Murkrow at -1 into Growlithe still prefers Wing Attack as the highest damage move. So at Wing Attacks, it deals anywhere from 16 to 19 damage. Probably rolling 18 if we're being real. So 38 to 29 HP. So Growlithe uses Covet. And I'm at 62% health. Murkrow from the Covet takes, we're going to estimate low, 24 damage, lowest roll. So 47, 27, 23. Which means the next Covet always kills. Now at 62% crit, 62% HP, a crit could kill me. So I swap. I swap into Primplup. And so from 54 HP, I am taking most likely 12. So it brings me to 42, 78% HP. Murkrow uses Nightshade. Prinplup kills with Bubble Beam KO. Yeah, because Bubble Beam will always do a minimum of 24 damage. Murkrow deals exactly 15 damage with Nightshade, putting me to 32, 27. Exactly 50% health. If I have an Oranberry, it pops and I get up to 37. 69% HP. Keep that open for interpretation down the line if I want to put a different item. So now, we're still going to assume Oranberry for the purposes of this. So Murkrow's dead. Primplup's out. 69% HP. No one deals a bunch of damage to him. Both of them are slower. And Prinplup deals more damage than both of them. So it most likely is a bait down the line. It's most likely a bait down the line. So let me get this guy coming in. This poison water type. I think it's very likely that he ends up trying to use toxic on me. So I think it makes sense to just switch here. Into someone who can take the toxic. Now see, this is where having Bartholomew would have been great. He would have been an excellent pivot. I could have popped a Pecha on him. Tragedy. True tragedy. So. Yeah, literally nobody deals enough damage to properly deal with this nonsense. I don't know if pre-damaging you makes sense to try and bait out the water pulse. I don't think it does. God, I'm telling you, having that electric type is so huge for this fight. Should I attempt to cook this other insane fight just to get myself an electric type that might help better? I don't know, man. So I can lead Growlithe, get -1. We're going to start cooking the optional a little bit just to see if we can get anything out of this. So I think in order to keep this guy from absolutely dumpster fucking my team, he needs to be intimidated down. So get him to -1. He's gonna want to use Aqua Jet on the very next turn. Pluck crit can potentially kill. He Aqua Jets into me. I don't know. I fake out. It's an option. Plucks. I go back. I take just a shitload of damage. He's just faster too. There's too much that can go wrong here. I could still use you to tank the Aqua Jet, bait the Pluck. Don't give you a berry to eat. Don't give you a berry to eat either. So we fake out. Slow Mega Drain to hopefully heal back. We're risking... Lombre's full on this one, so it's a 31% chance to one hit only if it crits. What is crit chance again? This is Gen 8 mechanics, right? So it's about a 4% chance to crit. A 1 in 24. So it's like a 1% chance to lose my Lombre. We take those odds, right? I think we take those odds. I think that is absolutely the way to go. So we intimidate, so lead with Growly. Hard swatch to Lombre. Bib Aqua Jets. For sure, Bibarel. Wait, no shot. He still plucks. Pluck deals more damage than Aqua Jet? -1? Well, I don't like that anymore. If it's not -1, it's always Aqua Jet. Oh, I have it marked for crit. I have it fucking marked for crit. Okay. Thought my shit was real fucked up for a second there. So yeah, hard swap into the Aqua Jet, which deals 2 damage. Okay, Bibarel uses Pluck. We make sure Lombre isn't holding anything. Lombre drains him. So Pluck is going to deal, we're going to assume the maximum damage of 24, which puts me at 21. I'm not holding anything. So he's going to recover about a quarter of his health, which is maybe about 12. We're going to assume the low end of things. Oh, right. No, before we do the drain, hold on. Lombre, fake out. Bibarel flinches, guaranteed. Still 96% HP. But now, Bibarel has taken about 6 damage. Put him at 50. Then we drain. Mega Drain is going to deal, we're going to assume the minimum of 24, so 30, 26. Which means that we're going to heal 12. 21 up to 33. Puts us at 70% HP. Redrains. Lumbre's at 70% HP. Bibarel's going to pluck again. I need someone who's going to deal 26 damage and can handle 2 plucks. Brian doesn't deal enough damage. It's not very effective. Not going to deal enough damage. And if you get crit, you're literally just dead at that point if you get crit. So only person who can do it is this guy, who, like, as long as he doesn't get crit, like, quite nicely tanks shit. So let's see where this brings us. Okay. Okay, so Timber switches in. So assume the 18 damage. 44, 36. Okay. Yeah, the crit fucks me up there. checking to see. We flinch. Do you Super Fang over Pluck to get the guaranteed 50%? No, because I'm at 96 HP, so you're only seeing 48% damage. Is still the guaranteed 48 better? Genuinely can't tell if it's Super Fang or not. That's what has me fucked up the most about this. Maybe the Growlithe lead is not the way to go, but I need to Intimidate to get the damage right. What move can Growlithe take the best at -1? It's Pluck. So yeah. Beverell plucks off the rip into him. It's -1, but it's still dealing like 12 damage, so. Then we Lom swap. Now it's 74% HP. Now he sees more damage with Aqua Jet. So we swap Lombre, who takes that. We fake out, we flinch. We're at 45. He's dealing 22. I think it's fine even if he does use Super Fang at that point then. But we keep him berryless just in case of the pluck, right? We're back to where we need to be. into Bunnery. Does. And if he crits, he kills. That's just the problem, isn't it? We can't go into that then. Then it's still not guaranteed, man. God. No, I think this Bibarel's too much of a demon. As hard it is to calc out the other fight without an electric type. I think it's even harder to calc out the fight against that optional guy with what I currently have. So I think we just power through this and hope that we can figure out a way through it. Okay. So I have found a path to KOing the Murkrow. That takes 2 Pokemon. I am going to step away for a moment. I need to get something to drink, so enjoy the music. Alright. Back to number crunching. I would like to get through this fight before I sign off for the night. I think it would be nice to be able to, you know, level everyone up, see maybe some evolutions, see some... Okay, so this guy gets KO'd, this guy comes out, 46%. Primplup had taken a -1 wing attack. So we were assuming 12 damage, so 42 minus 15 is 32, 27. And we were assuming 37 for the Oranberry on Primplup, yep. And this guy comes out full health. Okay. So we are getting toxicked. For sure. Does anyone deal more than 21 to 26% health? Unironically, Baniri does. As do you. You deal a lot more than that. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. And you don't. Or you do. So let's go with our next highest damaging move, a Carvanha with, we will assume, a Pecha Berry. Because I have to imagine this Skrelp is using Toxic here. Like, I have to imagine it's what's happening. If it's an attacking move, I'm beyond fucked. So we can go Carvanha, swap. We are going to expect Skrelp, Toxic, Pecha, 100% HP. Okay. Carvanha is faster. We bite. Skrelp, we are going to assume, goes for the acid at that point. So bite is going to deal, we're going to assume the lowest, 16 damage. Fucking acid's going to deal. Do you have a move that does? No. We're going to assume the 21 HP. Makes the most sense. Thank you, baby. I will mute my mic for a moment while I crunch on some food. Looking at some of the numbers, I think Carbonaut just takes too much damage to swap neatly into this Skrelp. I think we're going to look at Lopunny here just to see what they've got going on. We're still assuming the Skrelp toxic. Lopunny tanks the hits a little bit better. Okay. Lopunny with the Silk Scarf does some decent numbers. So we're going to assume we take 31, so. I don't know if they go for Toxic again, probably. So we take about 3 damage from Toxic, so we're going to assume we're down to 44 after the first round, which is at 94%. Now once we're Toxic, this stupid thing's probably going to Protect. It's pretty likely to do that. And it's at 67% HP. I think what we do here, what makes the most sense, is we swap into Lombre on what's potentially an attack or protect. Protect or Water Pulse. Both of those are good. At worst, we take 3 damage, so 94% HP. So Lombre's now in. Lombre Fake Out. Skrelp flinches. Skrelp's healing a lot during this, by the way. So I think we need to keep that in mind. So what do? Skrelp uses Toxic. It's still at 100% HP. It's not doing anything. Lopunny pounds it. What does Black Sludge heal again? Okay, 1/16th HP. So 46. It's healing about 3 per turn. So Lopunny hits it, probably get Toxic. We're gonna swap to Lombre. It heals 3, it goes to 34. We Fake Out. We deal, we're gonna assume 6 damage, so down to 28. He heals 3, so it's back up to 31. Still at 67% HP. We are going to assume a Toxic is going to happen, so we're going to keep him Petchud. Skrelp is going to take, I'm going to call it 13% damage on the average, so 21 down to 18, heals 3, back to 21. Again. We really don't want to be Toxic, that's the problem here. But if If that's what must be, that's what must be. Go down to 44, so we're in. Go back down to 94% HP. We're assuming we're toxic. It's possible we take acid and we're lower than that. So if we take an acid, we're taking 20 damage max. So 27 puts us at 57%. Which is pretty rough if that's where we go with that. We just don't deal enough damage to the damn Skrelp. Losing Pavilion really fucked me up. It's so bad. It's so bad. Maybe we make a more aggressive line then. So Primplup's in, right? Primplup's in. Do we need Primplup on the next line? He could do something against Whirlipede, but we could make other answers for that. We have other flying types that could deal with that. We have a fire type that could deal with that. Quite well, actually. So we're gonna use Primplup's HP and his tankiness. We're going to let him be at 50% HP. We're going to give him a Pecha. That's the move we're going to go with. So he has a Pecha. So we are going to assume then you are not faster than my Primplup. Assume we're at 42% HP, or no, 50% HP, so. We're assuming we're at 27% HP, or 27 HP, 50%. Skrelp is slower, so we pluck. Just going to get some of that free damage. So, pluck does 10 to 11. So we're going to assume 7, now we're at 39. We're going to do it again. Get him down to 32. And assume we're toxic on this turn. Pardon a moment. Doing some thinking after my bite of food. So we go for a second pluck. Skrelp Toxics. Now Prinplup is toxic. Takes a little bit of damage. We don't want to run the risk of him protecting. So we just swap in Lopunny, right? Lopunny can do decent damage. There's a chance it's an attack as well, and Lopunny tanks better, so we're going to assume Skrelp, Protect, or Acid, because Acid is the most damage it does to Prinplup. So Acid will deal 13 damage at worst, bringing me down to 34. Okay. It's going to get 3 health back. So 35. .72% HP, a Water Pulse crit doesn't kill. Pound. I should double check this status AI just to make sure I'm like thinking about this right. I feel like there's a lot of randomness that can happen with this Skrelp. And I think I have to switch something else. You know, this might be dumb. Maybe there's a rollout play here. Like, realistically, how does this go? Let's see. So, let's keep the Petra on Prinplup. Get that first little pip of damage. We do 7, get it down to 39. Yeah. Prim Plup still at 50%, so 27. It probably Toxics again. Well, we do the second pip of damage. We take the Toxic. And we go down to 24. Do 7 more damage. Now we swap into Acid or Protect. Stupid thing. Sfeel. I can't believe I'm thinking of bringing Sfeel and using Rollout. If I take an Acid, I am taking, we're going to call it 10 damage. So we're down to 40. If we're lucky. So then we roll out. It gets up to 35. Our rollout deals 4 damage. So we deal, we're going to say 1 damage minimum. So after healing, so. We're still going to assume 80%. So then we double. We go to 60 base power. Now we're going to deal, we'll call it 5 damage. This is a 29, probably getting Toxic here. There might be a likelihood for this dude to protect at that point.
What?
Another 3 damage, so go to 37. It's probably pretty likely to protect, so. No. Takes too long to get started. Alright, muting again for a moment while I eat and think. I just had a memory. There are 2 encounters that I have yet to get. We're 2 encounters shy right now. My goodness. No wonder I feel like I have no options. I just haven't caught 2 things. Right? I haven't caught any water Pokemon from... Yeah, I haven't yet. Let's not play stupid. Let's at least go and get a 6th Pokemon with which to catch wild things. Can't believe I forgot about my encounters. It's usually one of the most fun things to do. Okay. A poison type, unironically, is pretty helpful here. Let's calm that down. I need to be careful with this shit. Okay. Rob Bell. I'm just gonna call you, you know what? No, just because the name is. R. Robert Holmes Bell Jr. is an American author, speaker, playwright, musician, and former pastor. Ooh, a religious jellyfish. How fun. Okay. That's something we have to work with now. Okay. Hi, Remoraid. Thrilled to see you again. Do you learn Psybeam? You unironically might help me out here. Let's see what we get next. Edmund Lechmere, the Worcestershire MP. E-C-H-M-E-R-E. Lechmere. Alright. 2 encounters, both water types. Not ideal for something like this, but... you know? It's 2 Pokemon that I didn't have before. That is important. Ugh. Liquid Ooze, Adamant. Disgusting. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Lonely. Yeah, you have Hustle. You have a plus attack nature. You have no special attack IVs to speak of. Okay. Well, you know... Clear body would have probably been better. You don't learn anything at 18 that'd be useful to me? Okay. Bubble Beam at 18. That doesn't help me in this particular fight. But you have Psybeam, which is something, so maybe actually we have now a plan of some sort. And I don't care about your life. That's the beautiful thing about you. You might just be a sack. Genuinely. All right. Remoraid unironically helped us clean up the line a little bit. Now at like the lowest possible health, because we're using a Pecha Berry, we're going to be at 9 HP, 23%, which Aqua Jet kills and is a priority move. So he goes for the Aqua Jet kill, which is kind of perfect, because then my little guy comes in, and after I eat these chips, I'm going to write down what little guy that is. So yeah, after Remoraid, ideally, KOs this thing. Then we have Tortuga in. So it's at that point that we bring in Lombre. Into what's most likely a Tortuga Aqua Jet for a whopping 3 damage usually, so 44. I'm going to Mega Drain and do next to no damage. It is going to Ancient Power. Ancient Power is going to deal 12 damage, so we'll call it down to 32. Where I am going to heal, most likely gonna, we'll call it 19 damage, and then I heal 10, so call that 89% HP actually. So the low roll does 19, so that's 38 minus 9 is 29. 60% HP, now it doesn't have its Rindo Berry anymore. And even with an Omni boost, it doesn't go faster than me. And I usually kill it with the next Mega Drain. And I don't think he'd kill me with that Ancient Power. Even a crit wouldn't kill me. So yeah, it's safe to go in. And if I wanted to be real funny, I could just throw a Fake Out in there for a little extra, just a little extra chip. I think that's actually safe, so. Yeah. I think that makes it a little bit safer, just a little extra bit of damage. So now we're starting again. We have Growlithe leading into Marini. Wants to Toxic Soak or Baleful Bunker. So I think Growlithe wants to be holding a Pecha Berry in case of Toxic, because I don't think it just rips a straight up. I don't think it rips a straight up Venoshock at me. It doesn't see a kill. So I think it would rather Toxic or Soak. My abilities are poo-poo. You probably don't have enough HP to get back in there and do anything realistic. Oh, it has Merciless, so it always Toxics first. If the target is poisoned, it always crits. That is a good thing to know. I don't want to get poisoned, so. Betcha. My bite puts it now. I'm going to take 3 damage. 26. That would be badly poisoned. Venoshock just kills me at that point. So. Now, somewhere along the line here, we may get lucky and just KO this thing. If we get lucky and KO Marini with just Growlithe, it's going to most likely be the Frillish who comes out, especially if I stay high HP, because it'll be the only one that sees a kill. But let's assume we don't get lucky, as we normally do not. So we get 2 bites in, right? We get 2 bites in. We get 11 damage, 11 damage. Got him down to 24. A Venoshock is happening. So. That Venoshock is going to deal 4 damage. Speed control, I don't need that. So for us, it's either acid or water pulse. We want the most damage humanly possible, because we're probably going to catch a soak realistically. Soak or baneful bunker. So we water pulse. So once it soaks, it's going to try and toxic. Remoraid will have most likely lost its Pecha Berry and be poisoned already. At least 1 in. 19, we always guarantee the kill. be at 19% health if he swaps in. I don't know where I got that 19% from. What do 2 acids do? 23%, sure. Take 2 damage on toxic, so 7. He's outspeed and kill with Psybeam. He might Baneful Bunker, in which case... We got to be willing to sack Remoraid here. If it's a 1-for-1, do we still want the Frillish to come out? Because it's either using Hex or Water Pulse. I guess. Always getting Water Pulse at that point, which is good. 89% HP. And then we just kill it and probably heal to full. So Lombre from full takes 3 HP. 94%. Okay. Okay. Lombre drains. And at this point, Frillish uses Hex. Yep. Hex is going to deal. Let's assume the high is 16, so 34 down to 28. I'm going to Mega Drain for most likely 24. So 46 down to 22. We're going to assume, unless we low roll. It's a possibility. Even if we only drain 20, we still heal 10 off of that. So 81% HP minimum. It's if we take the most damage, he takes the least, I'm pretty sure. If we take the expected damage, he takes the least. Repeat above. So, yep. This guy comes in. Pin Missile. Always Pin Missile, no matter like what health I'm at, for sure. You tank Pin Missile the best. Do a little Growly switch with Pin Missile. Sure. I don't hate it. Another 6 just to be safe. 14, 30%. Minimum. This is at -1. But he doesn't Pin Missile again. He Poison Tails or Venoshocks. He probably Venoshocks every time. Okay. I think I've come up with a line that is more or less, I won't say it's riskless because I haven't thought through it all that far. I have a really weird setup for this, but and there's so much variation for what could happen. So I think at this point I'm just gonna grip it, rip it, and hope for the best. So you're part of the team. You're coming with, and you're coming with. You can hold on to that. No one else is going to use it. Who needs a Pecha? Primplup needs a Pecha. So give that to you. Remoraid needs a Pecha. Growlithe needs a Pecha. Does anyone else need a damn Pecha? I don't think so. So the rest of you can get Oran berries. Okay. Gang's all here. Okay. All right. Let's see if we plan this out properly. Okay, so we got this guy. Intimidated. Good. We're going to covet to do a lot of damage. Good. That's fine. Now, we're going to swap in Prinplup, who's going to take another wing attack. Yep. We're going to Bubble Beam after taking the Nightshade. Yep. Good. 50% HP exactly. That is so far in line with what I guessed. Skrelp comes out. That is what I guessed. We are going to Pluck, as that deals the most damage. This guy acids me. Okay, so far, not going according to plan. Thought Toxic... no, it's like 50-50 between Toxic and Acid, so that's okay. So now we need to make sure we're not accidentally trailing into crit range territory. So, Skrelp, Acid, at a crit, deals 22 to 27% damage. I am at 33%. I can throw another Pluck in there for funskis. I will get poison pointed. I will Pecha. Okay. He will acid me. Now I gotta go. So, well, it wasn't exactly how I wrote it out, but it followed, different formula, same answer. So now he'll definitely throw an acid at me. So Pluck, Pluck. Unfortunately, I'm much lower than I thought I would be, and I don't know if I plan to have Prinplup in there. We may need to do a little steering in the second one. That's fine. 2 Plucks is what we needed. So now Remoraid goes in. Takes an acid, unfortunately. Takes a crit acid, of course. We're just going to side beam anyways. Get protected, of course. He's going to heal. Yep. We get Toxic. It's fine. We eat the Pecha. I actually kill on this next one. He probably protects again. Nope, he doesn't. Look at that. Beautiful. 17 HP on the Remoraid. How much is that? 44%? It's more than we predicted we'd have in a worst case scenario. So then there's Tortuga. Tortuga is unfortunately not going to Aqua Jet. He's going to Brine. He's guaranteed to Brine. I still eat that. It's okay. Boom. We take the Brine, 3 damage. It's fine. We do a little fake out for fun. We do a little mega drain, again for fun. He is going to ancient power. He's going to mud shot. Okay. I'm still faster after speed control, and now you're just dead. I didn't plan these moves right at all. I guess I forget to prioritize the speed control moves. It still ends up being fine. Okay. Alright, so that's the first one. Out of the way. Things are a little wonky, but it's okay. Okay, cool. So now we get the Marini here. Growlithe leads with 31 HP. 66% health, higher than I expected. Now, second fight. You have a Pecha Berry. You don't have Poison Point or anything like that. You have Merciless. So we're expecting you to Toxic me. I am going to hit the bite button. You flinched. That's so good. You're going to heal a little. I don't care. I'm going to hit the bite button again. You soaked. I still think I don't care. I bite. You flinch. I'm going to keep biting you. Oh, shit. Okay. I get poison from Baneful Bunker. I heal that. Okay. I keep biting. For sure I keep biting. There's the Toxic. Okay. Okay. So this is the point where I don't think I kill. So Tentacruel comes out. Eats the Venoshock that this thing certainly throws at me. I take 0 damage. We hit the Water Pulse. Oh. He keeps Venoshocking. That's fine. We just keep hitting the Water Pulse, I think. Confuse Rayu then. Fuck you. What are you gonna do about it? Might as well. There's the soak. Okay. I want to see it Toxic, realistically. That's pretty nice. Okay. Get the Marini down. I don't know if we wanted to kill it with this guy. Yeah, because now we get Whirlipede. Lime's a little fucked up. So, 28, sorry, 28 HP on you. Yeah. You're coming in to do your what? You're throwing a pin missile at me. We still expected... Yeah, we expected a pin missile for Growlithe, so boom, we're gonna hit this. Oh, it's rollout. Oh no. And we're now getting speed boosted on. Okay. 60 base power rollout. You might survive, you might not. Oh, yep, this is the move. I don't care about your speed boosts. Get wrecked, idiot. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We've stopped a demon. And now we're definitely going to get Pin Missile because it sees a kill with it. did intimidate it once, so it's -1. Still sees kill with pin missile, so. We're doing it again, brother. I'm not letting you get away with that shit. Rocky helmet. Really hate that damage. Okay. Beauty. It's fine. Okay. We've abandoned the planned line at this point because we screwed everything up because we didn't think about killing the damn Marini with the right Pokemon. Because I didn't want to risk it getting hit by an unboosted Venoshock and just dying. Would have been a bit awkward. So now we got this Frillish, and we've got my boy with 63% HP. You never die to a crit. I guess I might as well throw a rock just to get a little something going here. Okay, now I'm at 20 HP, and now I do die to a crit. Hell, I die to a regular hit. Random move between Hex and Water Pulse. We still outspeed it, so maybe this is fine. Let's go for the Water Pulse, damn it. You just kill here. That was good damage. Managed to get out of this mess of a fight deathless. Holy moly. Good lord. Okay. Well, we did it. Now we can level everyone up and Aqua Jet. Better than Growl? For finishing a kill? Possibly. I don't think we care about Pound. Okay. We're still hurting over the fact that we lost Villian, but it is what it is. We adapt, I don't know, we persevere. I have the least amount of deaths that I have ever had. It's just unfortunate that my one death is possibly one of the most valuable deaths I've ever had. got Poison Fang, which is nice. Oh, we got Covet. I don't think I've ever clicked Foresight in my life. Oh my god, Lopunny. Wait. Well, we're letting it evolve now. Time to see if that was a mistake or not. We got Covet. 24, 30, 44, 60. Jump Kick, Dizzy Punch, Charm, Healing Wish. Jump Kick. We miss out on Dizzy Punch at level 30. That's probably pretty good, huh? Oh no, we get Dizzy Punch at 20 anyways. Okay. That's nice. What am I looking at here? Dizzy Punch at... oh, you get Dizzy Punch at 30. 24 Jump Kick. I'm looking at Bunnelby. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay. Jump Kick at 24. Lopunny gets Dizzy Punch at 20, Bounce at 20, Jump Kick at 25. Then, alright, Dizzy Punch was at 30, don't care. Charm at 44. Charm at 34, still better. Healing Wish at 60, you don't get Healing Wish. I don't think we care. Gonna go ahead and say it. I don't think we give a fuck about Healing Wish in the least. I don't think that's a move we ever click on a Lopunny. Realistically. Okay, well, you're a little stronger now. Got some aerial ace action here, which is nice. Speed control is so good. Corva Squire, Steel Wing, let's go! Okay. Got some beef now. We've got some fucking beef up in here. Okay. Release Feint Attack, you're fine. Pluck, Fury Attack down. Yeah, it's fine. Keep Bite here, do that. That's fine. Alright. You know, we got some moves. We have a few things we can work with, which is nice. I think we keep Metal Claw there as the basic move. Pluck and Bubble Beam are fine where they are. Wrap Acid. Acid Wrap. Yeah. Yeah, this is all more or less whatever. Okay. Well, we save. Call it a day here with nearly 3 hours. A lot of that was just me calcing. How exciting. To anyone who watches this, good night, and have a good one.